Hi, my name's Carol Hassel, and I currently serve as the chair of the board of the Charlotte Spirituality Center. I am also a graduate of the Spiritual Direction Training Program at the Charlotte Spirituality Center, so I currently serve as a spiritual director, a teacher, an Enneagram consultant, and today, on behalf of the center, I'm interviewing one of our graduates. We would like for you to meet some of the graduates of our program, so we're doing brief interviews with some of the folks who have been through the program, and then what are they doing now past our program. So today I have with me Lucinda Clark. Lucinda and I met in classes at the center, and I'm so happy to be interviewing Lucinda today. Hi, Lucinda.
Hi, Carol. It's so nice to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful. So Lucinda, let's go ahead and move into, if you would tell us about yourself and about your work.
Okay. Well, I am a graduate of the Charlotte Spirituality Center. I'm a spiritual director and a Reiki master. Mm-hmm. I currently have a practice here in Charlotte by the name of Journey Soul Care. Yes. And Journey Soul Care, of course, I provide spiritual direction and Reiki services, with the focus being on the interior, on the soul, and taking care of your interior life.
So we didn't practice this question, but would you take a go at it? Tell me how you see Reiki and spiritual direction working well together.
Oh, great. That's a great question. I find that, first of all, let me just kind of go back a little. I know that when I felt this call to start doing Reiki, I was already a student at the Charlotte Spirituality Center.
Okay.
And so Reiki came into play, and I thought, oh my goodness, how do I combine these two? What is this call that I have to do both of these? Yes. And I have found that the two combined together are beautiful. When it's done before spiritual direction, it helps people. It helps to calm the mind. It helps to get people ready to spend that time with God. And then when we do it after spiritual direction, it gives them a time to, again, calm down, think about the conversation that they just had with God. It gives them time for it to move from their head into their hearts. Yes. And so it definitely gives a level of peace, regardless if it's done before or after spiritual direction.
So I remember that, I think it was last year, we were at the Wild Goose Festival. The Charlotte Spirituality Center hosts the spirituality tent, right?
Yes.
And so you were there as one of our spiritual directors. I was also there. And I remember that after a day or so at the Goose Festival, I decided to add Enneagram consultations to my sign-up list, and you decided to add Reiki, and you had a lot of folks coming.
Yes, I did, Carol. I was pleasantly surprised. They would sign up, and they didn't say I want Reiki, but of course they would sign up. But after we would, go off to our sacred space, they would say, "Can I have Reiki?" And it was a pleasant surprise. Nice. Reiki is becoming more and more known by people, and it's a way of relaxation.
Yes.
And clearing out any blocks that anyone may have as far as in their energy.
Yes. Yeah. I was just going to say, it's considered energy work, right?
It is. It is considered energy healing. And again, it also helps if you have any pains or illness or sickness in your body. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's going to be healing in that, but it is putting you in a state of relaxation, where you can be more in tune with your body and the functions of your body, thus giving you the ability to heal.
Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. So Lucinda, tell us a little bit about your relationship with the Charlotte Spirituality Center, and then your experience as you went through the training and education program.
Yes, yes. Well, I am currently a spiritual director with the Charlotte Spirituality Center. And as you mentioned, for the last 3 or 4 years, I have been a spiritual director at Wild Goose,
Yes.
affiliated with the center as well. The center is dear to my heart. It is such a sense of community. At the time when I started the center, I was not a member of any church or any type of spiritual group or affiliation. And the center served as that in my life. Community. It offered that at that time, and it continues to be a sacred spiritual community for me.
Lovely. Yes. My experience as well. Very similar. Lucinda, are there any folks in your life that you can name or say a little bit about, people who have been spiritual? They don't have to be famous, but people who have been spiritual companions or teachers for you, sort of guiding spirits, guiding souls who companioned you along the way. And if you want to mention people, books, whatever, but yeah, share.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm a bit of a person that I wouldn't say there's one person that has formed that or has been that in my life. When I think about it, it's been my spiritual director, who of course is there at the Charlotte Spirituality Center. She has been a tremendous, powerful force in my life and continues to be. And then I would say that my spirituality has been formed by so many different individuals. I love the mystics.
Yeah.
I love the mystics. I would also say that Teresa of Avila was very instrumental. She talks about the interior castle, and that's very instrumental in the work that I do, because with soul care, I liken that to the interior castle, that we have to focus on the interior soul, the interior work.
Yeah.
But to bring it down just a little lower from mystics, I would say, oddly enough, Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Because at the time, Oprah Winfrey gave me permission to explore my spirituality. Before then, it was very go to church, very religious.
Right.
And Oprah, when she came on the scene, she gave me, or for me, it gave me the ability to explore how God was moving and to come into a better or closer relationship and explore those things, and made it okay for me to do that. Yeah. Gave me the freedom to step out. So.
Oh, I have to say amen to that. I'm sorry, but I feel like that was very prayerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, really from a deep place for you. So are there, Lucinda, are there any particular spiritual practices that you are engaged in?
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm contemplative, and so I absolutely have to have silence. So, yes. So, meditation and prayer is very important for me, and I meditate or do centering prayer on a daily basis, early morning. I also enjoy or find God by walking the labyrinth. I don't do that as often as I would like, but I definitely find God in spirit while walking the labyrinth. And of course, now we're in quarantine. I find that going out in nature, well, I've always found, but going out in nature definitely helps as well. Taking a walk and being aware of the sky, of the trees, of the birds, and the ground. Yeah, so being in nature also.
Nice, thank you. So I think we're going to wrap it up now, Lucinda. And but is there any final word that you'd like to share? And then I want you to tell people how to connect with you at Journey Soul Care.
Yeah, well, as I stated before, I do have a practice, Journey Soul Care, here in Charlotte. You can reach me at journeysoulcare.com, or you can join my Facebook page, Journey Soul Care. And again, it's my prayer that you would allow me to walk with you and help you to discern how God is moving in your life, in your everyday life.
Yes. Again, amen. So, Lucinda, thank you bunches for doing this. And so, folks, a little bit more about the center. Lucinda is one of our graduates. So, meeting one of the faces of the Charlotte Spirituality Center, and of course, still in community, very much so with us. So, again, thanks, Lucinda.
Thank you, Carol.